live, but thousands can see the replay as I talk about our simple approach to wealth. Now, my name is Brian Beane. I'm the founder of the Extra Digit Movement. And what that means is we show you how to grow your net worth one digit at a time. You're looking at a guy that was broke as a joke coming out of college. I was making, I was what's called a public success, but I was a private failure. Went to Morehouse College, making three figures every 2 weeks, and decided that I was going to start a home-based business. I never forget, I had some mentors who took me under their wings when I was a sophomore. And by the time I graduated, I worked the job for 90 days and I fired my boss. Can you guys believe it? Maybe 90 days, and I was with a company climbing the corporate American ladder. I now make more in a day than my job was paying me every 2 weeks. Can you guys believe that you can work from home, use something you already have, and make more money in a day than your job can pay you in a month? Make more money in a month than your job can pay you in a year. Make more money in a year than your job can pay you in 5 years. I am living proof. And guess what? We just getting started. Nobody even really knows about the magnitude of what we're doing. So you on a Saturday morning to get up a little bit early, take some time off on your off day to look at this, I salute and applaud everybody. Do me a favor, come off mute, give yourselves a round of applause because you are in the minority. Let them know, let them know, let them know, let them know.
Hello. Yes. Thank you.
Let's go.
Different results. You got to do different things. Let me show you guys exactly how this works. I want you all to write down LLC. Now, Brian, what is an LLC? Well, an LLC stands for Legacy and Lifestyle Conversation. Hold on 1 second. Let me put this up. Yeah. Legacy and Lifestyle Conversation. It's time to change the discussion at the dinner table. Now, what does that mean? Well, when I grew up, we didn't talk about money. We talked about a lot of things. My parents were hard workers. They gave me everything I needed. I had the best childhood in the world, but money just wasn't like the topic of discussion. What are we investing in? How does our stock portfolio look? What's going on in the real estate world? When's the time to buy? When's the time to sell? What are we going to fix? What are we going to flip? What are we going to hold? That just wasn't the topic. So what I want you guys to do is understand that you could be the person to actually break a generational curse. I literally was the person in my family that said, you know what? Everybody may want to look at this blueprint that I'm doing. Liquid assets, non-liquid assets, residual income, private businesses, IRA, stocks, land, trust funds. You may want to look at the blueprint. Now, my son, he only knows these basic principles. Now, we can talk about things like we do in the car at the dinner table. His children will only know this blueprint. It only takes one person to change the blueprint. Now, I want you to put your last name in the chat so you can know that this is where it may begin for some of you guys. A lot of you guys may already be rich, but for the Beans, we didn't have a legacy of wealth. Put your name, your last name in the chat so I'll know that you're the type of person who's willing to accept responsibility. The McGee's, the Smiths, the Gardners, the Howards, the Holmes, the Russells, who else we got, right? The Browns, that's you. That's you. You got to be the one to change that conversation. Now, there are 4 things that are going to keep you from doing that. See, what you got to remember, there's the private side of wealth and knowledge, and then there's the public side. I want you to write this down. The public side of wealth leads to destruction. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. These are just facts. If you only know the public side when it comes to getting wealthy, then wealthy people can always take advantage of you. So why would they teach everybody in the world how to be wealthy? I just want you to think about that. So if all you got is your IRA, you're in trouble. If all you got is your 401k, you're in trouble. See, that's the public information. If all you were banking on back in the day was your pension, some of them disappeared, you're in trouble. The road to wealth, if it's wide, you're in trouble. The road to wealth, if it's narrow, you're on the right track. Because now you're getting some information that the public don't know about. And when you start getting this private information, your life will never look the same. You need to know that nothing should be in your name. And you need to work towards getting your trust fund. You should know that you should have some non-liquid assets, so you can't touch the money, but you need some liquid assets so you can create non-liquid assets. You should know that you need to take your currency, which is your dollar, and purchase some money, which is assets. You should know that debt is your friend, not your friend. See, when you understand the private side, The whole world changes. Now you're like, wait a minute, they've been teaching us wrong for a long time. I know, because that's how they got wealthy, by showing people the wide road to wealth and not the narrow road to wealth. When you get in these circles and you start understanding these things, it's a totally different world. I got a friend of mine I talk to about every day now. We either chat or text every day, at least 2 or 3 times a day. He's worth over $30 million, right? He and I become very, very cool. The conversations that he and I have to help elevate me and my family to another level are totally different than the conversations I had with friends of 10, 20 years ago. Totally different. Somebody worth 20, 30 million dollars that lives that kind of lifestyle is not talking about the same things. So we got to change the conversation. Think about this for a second. If you know the things that are keeping you from being successful, why don't you do something about it today? Taxes, debt, big business, and the silent killer known as inflation, those are the 4 things that keep you from getting wealthy. I want you to, before I pull the slide up, I just want to ask you a question. If anything was taking 1/3 of your money, would you stop it? If your cell phone bill was 1/3 of your check, would you switch carriers? If your internet bill was 1/3 of your check, would you switch internet companies? Nothing takes more out of your check than taxes. So why don't you legally, ethically, and morally put 1/3 of that money back in your pocket so you can invest and get into this private world? Wealth is not hard. You need an influx of cash and you need a circle of people that's going to show you where the success is. You need some cash to invest, and then you need an influx of people that's going to show you the road to success. It's not that difficult. But the first thing you got to do is get your money back away from the people that's taking your money. So if taxes are taking 1/3 of your money, why don't we start there? Oh, I know, because the public world says, go get a part-time job, make some more money. The public world says, go back to school, get another degree. Nothing wrong with that. But the public world says, work extra hours, find another profession. The private world says, you know what, get your money back from those that's taking it first, then invest the difference. You are taxed when you earn money. It's called income taxes. You are taxed when you spend money. It's called sales taxes. You are taxed when you own something. That's called property taxes. You are taxed when your money makes money. It's called capital gain taxes. So if you tax when you earn, tax when you spend, tax when you own, tax when your money makes money, do you know you even tax when you die? Yeah. If you leave something and you're not structured properly, you get an inheritance. You don't get an inheritance tax, but your ones you left behind get an inheritance tax. Everybody do me a favor. Come off mute and say, enough is enough. You got to know that.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
It's enough.
We do is put you in a position where we say, okay, let's handle these taxes first. That's the chainsaw massacre. Then we're going to help you get out of debt, because that's the second problem that you have. Taxes and debt are like husband and wife. Then we're going to help you get big business out of your pocket and start investing in big business instead of just supporting big business. And then we're going to help you with all these high prices. See, what you guys have to remember is nothing you can do about the cost of living going up. In fact, the cost of living really is not going up. This is what a lot of people don't tell you. See, the public perception is that things are getting expensive. That's not what's happening. What's happening is your dollar is losing value. So things aren't getting more expensive. Your dollar's going down. So business owners are asking you for more of them. People say, well, Brian, isn't that the same thing? It's actually not. Your dollar has been losing value consistently for the past 10 or 15 years. Inflation just means that over time, these business owners are going to make up for your dollar dropping. So that's where you feel it in the prices. Newsflash, that's not going anywhere anytime soon. So what you need is more money. What you need is the right opportunity. What you need is a community. What you need is timing. What you need are experts. Let me show you this wealth formula. Everybody write down the word simple. SIMPLE. Simple stands for shift, increase, multiply, protect, and here's the main one: leverage everything. You got to start leveraging your relationships. You got to start leveraging these Zooms. You got to start leveraging social media. You got to start leveraging information. Our number, 24 hours a day, 720-708-1296. That's your first opportunity to leverage our knowledge. Now, Brian, what do you mean? Well, what we do is we just click over and tie you into this number to see if you want to hear about the S in simple. Shift. Shift the taxes back. We talked about it. Shift the debt back. We talked about it. Shift the money from big business. We talked about it. Compete with inflation by investing and making more money. We talked about it. But what we do is we say, hey, if a person doesn't want to shift their own money back to them and make between $600 and $800 a month extra without doing any extra work, there's no need for us to talk about the IMPLE. You don't need to do anything until you shift your money back to you. Now, I'm going to show you how we earn as much as $15,000 a day. That's the I. I'm going to show you how we multiply our money with things like land and precious metal. That's the M. I'm going to show you how we protect our money with trust funds. That's the P. And then you're leveraging everything right now by using our success stories and our network and our information and our tools. Everybody write down 720-708-1296. That's the introduction that you want to give people to shift their money back to them. Marcella Gardner made the shift. That's why she has her new home. Right? Anita Patton made the shift. That's why she sold her house and then moved into her new dream home down in Alabama. Don and Ruthie made the shift. That's why they now have 800 credit scores. That's why they're now upwards of $1 million in net worth, because they started putting their money in assets that grow. That's why they have 10 acres of land in Puerto Rico. That's why they have a vacation home in Cabo San Lucas. See, you got to make the shift. If nobody's showing you how to shift your money, you're going to keep giving it away. So really, in taxes, you don't pay 28 to 33%. You pay about 51% because you haven't made the shift yet. You're still getting taxed when you earn. You're still getting taxed when you spend. You're still getting taxed when you sell. You're still getting taxed when you own. So if half of your check is going to the government, you in big trouble. I wake up every day and say, okay, how can I bring in more and how can I give away less? That's the bottom line. How can I bring in more and how can I give away less? And then in doing so, you start to help a lot of people. Now you can help nonprofits because it's tax deductible. Now you can help the church because it's tax deductible. Now you can help your family with your foundation because it's tax deductible. Now you start learning the game. Keep more of my own money that I earn and invest the difference. That's the key. Why are we making that harder than it really is? Okay, hold on, stand by 1 second. Okay, all right. My computer been glitching, so I'm just making sure. Now, we talked about taxes. The name of the game is to balance this seesaw. You got to stop giving away so much on the left. You got to do something in the middle where the pendulum, where the seesaw starts to swing, and you got to start making more money with your money on the right. How do you make more money with your money? Well, you want your money to get what's called capital gain taxes. See, your labor gets what's called income taxes, earned income taxes. That's the highest. So you're giving away $300 to $800 a month if you don't do this. You see the middle? What you need to add to your portfolio is a home-based business. Why is this important? It is most Americans' first attempt at getting those taxes down and bringing that capital gains up. The home-based business evens the playing field. Everybody put that in your notes. Even the playing field. Here's why. You already have a social security number. You already have a house or apartment. My question for you guys that I always ask everybody when I wake up, why aren't you using it? Why? If you already are an entrepreneur, you got a social, you already born in this country, or you're from another country, but you now live here as a US citizen, that gives you perks that you're not taking advantage of. Your house or apartment already makes you a business owner. So what happens now is you get to pay 18 to 23%. Now, the third phase, you got one more phase. You take the difference and you invest it. So now 85% of your money you keeping and only 15% is taxed. You need the majority. You need the majority of your money to come from capital gains. I want everybody to make sure you get that. So what we do is we show you how for $100 one time, everybody write down your notes. $100 one time, only if you're ready to make the shift. Now, if you're not ready to make the shift, then keep doing what you're doing, keep your money in the bank, keep getting negative 1% if you're not ready to make the shift. But if you're ready to make the shift, $100 one time and $149 a month. Now, let me look you in the eye. $249 is the total. Your $100 one time went towards your home-based business, your back office, your tools, your commission structure, your reporting system, your website to get an affiliate link. That's $100 one time. Now, the $149 per month goes toward the maintenance of those tools and a staff of experts that we have that are going to help you with your home-based business. Now your taxes are down because we have a staff that's going to help you. Now your debt is down because we have a debt to wealth program. Now your bills are down because this $149 per month is going to bring your bills down anywhere from 15 to 40% per month. Now, your credit scores are up because we have a staff of experts. Since you have a home-based business, we're throwing in all these experts to help support you. Now, let me ask you guys a question. If you leave $249 in the bank for a year, what will it be next year? Let me ask you guys another question. If you have $149 per month in the bank because you're holding on to your money, how is that helping you lower your taxes? We've already established that your taxes are anywhere from 28 to 33%. That's income taxes. By the time you add sales taxes, property taxes, capital gain taxes, inheritance taxes, luxury taxes, and all these other state taxes, we didn't even talk about, you at 51%. What if I told you that $149 per month, about $1,700 per year, saved you anywhere from 15 to 20 to 30 to 40,000? Why wouldn't you take the money out the bank, put it in a business, and let the business pay less taxes? It's a lack of understanding because your road that you were taught is wide, and that's what everybody wants you to do. Go down a wide road where you keep your money and say, I need to hold it. Wealthy people say, hold on, let me put my money into something that lowers the biggest burden I have. So I will trade $149 for 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 40, 50,000 per year any day of the week. Come off mute if you agree, only if you agree, and say all day.
All day.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day,
Only if you
every day.
agree. Now, if you don't agree with that, keep your money in the bank. You doing what you've been doing. Let the bank give you negative 1%, and then let them charge you $10 a month, and your $149 will end up being $49 in 5 months, and your $149 will end up being $10 in 12 months. It disappears. That's the key. Now, I want you guys to see this because this is important. Once you decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to invest. Now look at the freedom and flexibility you get. Now look at the conversation you're having with your children now about business and the family-run business. Now look at hiring your children and lowering your taxes even more. Now look at the 476 other tax deductions you get because you cashed in on your home-based business. Now look at these experts that are going to drop your taxes by 144 million. That's collectively, all of us together. We've dropped our taxes by about 144 million thanks to Make Wealth Real and the tax experts. Now the debt eliminated has been about 2.3 billion. See, guys, that's called buying power. Now you successfully got with a group. We wrap our arms around you. We talk about money at least once a week. Now you're in the money club. See, now you're in the money game. I don't know about you, but when the other games I was in, they was talking about how we didn't have no money, how we were struggling every weekend, what barbecue we were going to, what girl we were gonna date, what movie was out, what mall we were gonna shop at. See, that's the money club I used to be in. Now I'm in a money club that says, hey, your credit score in 800 yet? Let's get it up there. Let's get it above 750. Hey, you investing in some real estate yet? Hey, you got your precious metal yet? Hey, you got your stuff in the trust fund yet? Hey, see, now you're in a different money club. The credit, the bill minimization. Man, they dropped my bills down by 50%. They dropped some of my bills down by 20%. Yeah, now you're in a different conversation. What about this credit conversation? Let me just ask y'all about this. What about getting your credit scores up anywhere from 100 to 126 points each? Yeah. See, 3 things come down and 1 thing goes up. Just by you investing in your home-based business and then getting the membership to support it. Taxes, debt, expenses down. Credit score up. So on average, we bring back about $2,187 per month back into your household just with the S in shift. I haven't told you about the I haven't told you about the M, I haven't told you about the P, I haven't told you about the LE. Well, I've introduced you to it, but I haven't gone into it in great detail. You know why? If you don't make the shift, none of that matters. Do me a favor, come off mute and say, make the shift. You got to understand that first.
Make the shift.
Make the shift.
Make the shift.
Make the shift.
All right, new people, you got to make the shift. So before I transition and show you the IMPLE, believe it or not, that's the easy part. The shift is what you got to do first to get the money back into your household so you can invest in the IMPLE. But do me a favor, if you are in extra digit, I want you to show me what the experts did for your credit score first. Give me the from and the to. Now, new people, I'm going to read these out in the comments, right? I want y'all to see this. The from and the to. My credit score, for example, went from a 734 to an 811. Let's see what else we got out here. 787 to an 841. Go ahead, Barry. 548 to a 723. This is just by starting our home-based business and letting the experts get us going. 624 to an 813. 720 to a 834. 586 to a 820. 564 to a 679. Now, new people, if the 149 per month did nothing else but bring all your interest rates down, did nothing else but help you get out of debt, would it be worth several tens of thousands of dollars? EDM, do me a favor. Some new people will see this live. A couple of thousand more will see the record. Tell me how much your instant pay raise was when we got your taxes lowered and your jobs check went up because you got a home-based business. Give me the instant pay raise number. There's like a number per month. All right, $295 per month back into your house. $708 Anita per month. $709 per month back into her house. Derek Ray, $1,000 back into his house. Shout out to Augusta, man. Augusta and all the places out there still with no power. Look at him on the Zoom. It's crazy. Richard Harden, $1,272, $1,272 per month, no extra hours. Vonda Bell, who is a school teacher, $800 per month back into her household, no extra hours. People say, how'd y'all do that? You have a business. You invested $100 one time. You got the $149 per month, bringing all your expenses and taxes and debt down. You show people this video. Now I'm gonna show you how we make up to $15,000 per day. If you're making it any harder than that, you're overcomplicating it. People say, well, man, this sounds too good to be true, man. This sounds like a scam. Well, a lot of people are still confused about money. So I understand that. Everything to most people sounds like a scam. And I understand that. I'm not here to argue with that. But you know what sounds like a scam to me? A scam is when you invest all this money into Social Security and economists are saying it's way more people retiring than it is money available. but you contributed for the past 25, 30 years. That means when you retire, what they promise you won't be there. That sounds like a scam to me. What sounds like a scam to me is how Johnson & Johnson knew that they had some cancer-causing agents in baby powder and made billions anyway, then just wrote the check and said, we sorry. But you got Johnson & Johnson all through your house. What sounds like a scam to me is Wells Fargo fluffing up all their numbers and giving away, opening checking accounts and saving accounts and under people's names who were deceased, and then just writing a check and saying, you know what, we sorry, class action lawsuit. That sounds like a scam to me. What sounded like a scam to me was Anderson Consulting auditing the books for Countrywide, who gave away loans to people who couldn't afford them. So everybody lost their properties back in 2008. Oh, but we still know Anderson Consulting is a big consulting firm. And we know that Countrywide was a big mortgage company. That sounds like a scam to me. But you want to invest $149 and get your household improved. So you're surrounded by things that do way worse than what I'm showing you. But you turn an eye to it. You turn your eye to Social Security. You turn your eye to Wells Fargo. You turn your eye to Johnson & Johnson. You turn your eye to Countrywide. You turn your eye to the government, right? But then you look at this and say, I don't know. Hey, just my 2 cents. So you guys should start seeing that the narrow road to wealth is 9 times out of 10 better than the wide. Just a theory I've been working on. Okay, so let's get out of here. Let me show you this real quick. Let's increase your money. Now, the increase is very simple. You dial 720-708-1296, introduce people to that number. I usually click over and let my friends hear it. I said, man, you got to listen to this 2-minute drill. They're going to show you how to shift the money. Now, if you want to share it, it's time to go on some vacations. It's time to invest. It's time to travel. First, let's get your money back. $50 for everyone who says, I like this, I'm in, I'm ready to go. You earn $50. That's number one. Now, that's nothing to write home about. You're not going to do cartwheels. That's no big thing. But at least you got your $249 back because somebody saw this video, somebody saw our website, somebody listened to our 2-minute call. They were like, look, I like this. I need all my money back. You also can earn $150, $450, and $900 for everybody who has a need for speed. We put in this little speed bumps. $150 extra, $450 extra, $900 extra. The company gives you 90 days. We have people now doing this in record time. They're earning $150, $450, and $900 in 30 days. I personally had that kind of success. Renee Toppin. Renee, I'll see you this weekend or a couple of days, girl. Big event here in Atlanta, Georgia at Beane Acres. I look forward to it. We're doing a big thing here to show everybody how to make wealth real. Renee Toppin, $150, $450, $900, 30 days. Can you believe it? Montavo Lewis, 30 days. Diana Townsend, 30 days, $150, $450, $900. Now the company gives you 90 days. So just so you guys know, if you need an extra $1,500, we'll map out a 90-day plan for you. You got people getting these $450s and $900s in 90 days. What's your story? My question for you guys is, where do you want to be and how soon do you want to make it? Now, this is when it gets serious. Write this down. 12 equals 600. 12 people in your team, when it mushrooms to 12, you won't know half of them. I'm going to tell you that right now. Somebody told a friend, who told a cousin, who told a coworker to watch the video. You starting to leverage everything. That's the LE. You're leveraging the Zooms. You're leveraging the number. You're leveraging our website, extradigitmovement.com. Your team hits 12, you earn $600 per month. Now, people say, Brian, that's no money. Okay, do me a favor. Every day, I want you to take $20 and just go give it to somebody or throw it out the window. And then tell me if by day 30, you look up and $600 is gone, or somebody goes to your checking account and then one of those scammers got $600 out. And they've been doing it for the past 12 months. 600. Don't tell me 600 ain't a lot. Like you wouldn't notice it. Let 600 come in. 12 people. If it took you one person per month One person per month. And at the end of a year, you were making $600 per month. That's 12 people. Oh, it's worth it. Now we start to scale that, but guess what? You also eligible for $300 per week. Now let me show you something that the private role teaches you that the public role won't show you. While you're focused on the $600 per month, that's the public perception. That's the wide road, because that's cool, because everybody wants more money. And then we show you that you can make $300 per week as your organization grows. That's cool. 300, 600, 900, 1,200, plus the 600, you at 1,800 a month. That's cool. But what about the $2,000 per month that you were giving away that's now back into your household? That's called cash flow. The 1,800 a month coming in, potentially 300, 300, 300, 300, plus the 600. So you got 2,000, 1,500 to 2,000 coming in because your taxes are down, your debt is down, your bills are down, your credit is up, so your insurance premiums are lower, interest rates are lower. Then you got this money coming in. What if I told you on average you could bring back about 3,500 a month with the cash flow and income coming together? See, that's the narrow road to wealth. When you put these two together and give it time, your life gonna change. But that's the problem with most people. They need some instant money. So we understand that, so we give it to you. So guess what else we have? Before we go, increase your money using these bonuses. Remember I told you I now make more money in a day than my job was paying me all month? This is an old pay stub. I want y'all to see this. 30, 30, 30, 50, 100, 30, 1,000, 50, 50, 30, 70, 30, 70. So this is about $1,600 to $1,700 in one day. Now, do y'all hear what I just said? In college, my check every 2 weeks was $976. I'm not knocking people that's making that. I'm telling you, $976 was my check in college every 2 weeks. Now, granted, that was a long time ago. No, that ain't even close. That was a long time ago. But now that's daily. Why? Because I changed my mindset. I was like, wait, it's got to be other ways out here to make money than just this degree and waiting every 2 weeks for this job. So now my daily check and my monthly income have caught up with each other. That's because you got to change your mindset. So watch this on average. So that's another way we get paid every single day. So on average, our executives average between 150. That's enough to cover your only expense, the 150 per month, and 4,500 per month. Let's get that mortgage paid for. Let's get that new car that you want. No burden because it's paid for residually. Let's get the regional levels, 6,000 to 30,000 per month. Yeah. Now let's get the luxury car. Let's start the private school for the kids if you want to. Let's get out of student loan debt altogether. Let's take some vacation, let's build some dream homes. Like Charles and Cookie Ivory just finished building their dream home. A lot of you guys, man, this time next year, you're gonna be building your dream home because you've had some discipline for the past 2 years. Now you're gonna be setting the foundation next year for your dream home. Now at the presidential levels, you're at 45,000 to 450,000 per month. Now you're looking at flying private. You're looking at your supercars. You're looking at foundations, endowments for your children, your grandchildren. I want people to look up one day and be like, man, Grandpa Beane really set us up. And guess what? Grandpa Beane's still living. I ain't talking about some old, fiction, some old character that my grandkids don't know. Nah, Grandpa Beane is up the street. Let's go sit down and talk to him about what we're doing. That's right. Grandpa Beane is right here. See, y'all got to start learning. You got to live this stuff. Quit thinking about leaving something behind. Grandpa Beane is going to be here to see what everybody get to enjoy because I broke the curse. That's what you got to do. We said that earlier. Now, before we go, I want y'all to see this. What about multiplying your money? When you start understanding that money should work for you, you shouldn't work for it. You start understanding precious metal. You start understanding land. You start understanding the power of private banking and becoming your own bank. See, these are things that happen when you start having these private consultations with our experts. What about your trust fund, your complex trust fund, your business trust, your family trust, your foundation? I'm just telling you guys, these are private conversations. See, Bill Gates and Oprah and Rihanna and LeBron, they move a little different. They're getting taught by people who knew what the Rockefellers did, and the Rothschilds, and those lineages, the Fords. This is what has to happen for you. Somebody got to show you how these people were structured. That's what we do. So be like Shirley and Trevor Thompson, who now have one of their homes here in Atlanta, Georgia, $1 million residual ring club earners. Be like Miss Christy Howard, who told her mom, look, I got you covered. All these bills and things that you've amassed, if you ever get in any trouble, boom, knock them out. Now you're getting rid of the headaches for people that you care about. What about Miss Shana Rollins, another $1 million residual ring earner, who during the pandemic purchased her dream home? Where everybody else was at a standstill holding money, we bought houses. What about Charles and Cookie Ivory, who were actually told, hey, Mr. Ivory, because of the pandemic, we got to lay you off? How did he go buy a dream house, pay off his old house, and build and start and own a commercial property? Cash flow coming in from those tenants, cash flow coming in from his other house, bought the land cash for his new house, bought land out in California, got his trust fund, got his new house on the water. Cookie Ivory is out, I say, in the swimming pool fishing, while Charles Ivory is fishing out the lake in the back. Did y'all see it? Yeah, pay attention. You got the pool in the back, but you got the lake behind the pool. So while Cookie's swimming in the pool, Charles fishing on the lake because they paid for the land cash. This is what happens when you start hanging around people who have that kind of money. Me personally, I bought my first international property in Dubai on the 15th floor on the corner, right there in Arabia. So now when I go over to Dubai, I got a place to stay. When I'm not there, it's being rented out, cash flow coming in every single month. What about the fact that I'm building my amphitheater or making my dream come true in my own backyard? I'm taking my son on these experiences with me so he can see what it's like to develop a property, what it's like to bring in dump trucks of dirt, level it out, and then get your concept set up. Because now you guys can start having extra digit retreats in my backyard. We're going to seat between 125 and 150 people on the hill, right? And now we've got the stage down low with the lake behind us. We got the speakers up in the trees where we invite people out to have your own retreat. So we don't want to use the hotel this weekend. We're going to come to the property. You see, some of you guys will be able to stay actually on the property as you get VIP status, and we have competitions and team building exercises. So you got to have big vision. The legacy has to begin with somebody. It may as well be you. So guess what? We're going to have our virtual game changer. Write down these dates. It's right here from your living room. January is the next live one. But in November, the middle of November, about a month and a half, get registered. The first 50 get a huge discount. Get registered at GameChangerATL.com. This is where all the training takes place. This is where all the Zoom, the Zooms, the regionals, the nationals, we didn't get to these positions by ourselves. We work together as a team. We work together as a team. So let me say this real quick while I got you. I got to do a miniature team address this Wednesday because I got a phone call that I got to handle. So I can't do a state of the team address today. It's not an emergency, but I got a phone call or something I got to handle as soon as I get off this Zoom. So we're going to do a miniature team address and train this Wednesday right here on this Zoom. So please spread the word. No state of the team address today. I'll do a miniature team address this Wednesday to get everybody ready for the virtual game changer. So new people, my whole point is we train you via Zooms. We train you live. We train you via video. We train you via audio. We train you via conferences and conventions. We got your training down pat. What you want to do is decide. Make sure you guys decide. Are you in and just want the experts to help you? but you don't get the tax deductions. You don't get the commissions, but you do get the taxes down, the debt down, the bills down, the credit scores, the trust fund consultations, and all that on the left. But that just says, I don't want the home-based business, but I do like the support with my finances. That's on the left, $149 per month. Everybody on the right said, look, an extra $100, are you kidding me? I'm in. Now, when you start seeing an extra $100 bring back tens of thousands per year, you're going to start referring people. Now you're getting those bonus checks we showed you. Now you're getting the residual income we showed you. Now you're getting the momentum bonuses, all the tax deductions, and everything you got on the left, you also get on the right, plus all the perks and benefits, the compensation, the extra training, the home-based business, you know, the benefits, the freedom, the flexibility, everything included, plus the checks I showed you. So get with the person who introduced you. They're going to give you an affiliate link. You're going to get your username and password. The portal and everything you need to start getting those services handled is right at your fingertips. Then not today, because I got to run, but I'm going to train you and do a miniature team address this Wednesday, right here on this Zoom. Very, very important. So sign up during the break. The person that you're working with is going to get you off to a great start. They're going to give you a welcome text and walk you through some basic things to get you up to 4 figures per month residually. And I'll see you guys Wednesday right here on this same Zoom. God bless you guys. Have a good day.